What up, everybody? Thanks for logging in, checking out my channel. And I'm going to ask y'all to do something for me this time. See that? I want you guys to smash it. You see that thumb button down there? Come on, help me out a little bit. Let's get this channel rolling. Just smash my thumb and we'll move on, please. Ow! Thank you. All right, guys. We're going to stir the turd today, and I'm going to talk about what nobody else on here is talking about on YouTube. And I've told everybody, listen up, everybody. Hey, you listening? I'm no marble expert. I'm only a collector. And this are only opinions on my channel. Whatever I say, take it with a grain of salt, everybody, because we're going to stir the turd today. And I talked to one gentleman on here that has an awesome skill. We've communicated back and forth a few times, and I loved his answer. And we're going to talk about polished up, shined up marbles. And we're going to talk about antiques and wiping history away. And today, you guys all get to voice your opinions. So if you guys like wiping out history, I want to hear why. And I would just like to hear your opinions on a polished up, shined up, biffed up marble. So, would you rather have an antique German handmade that has history on it with chips, dings, and scratches, or do you want the panel marks blown off of it, blown through, polished, so you can see through it like a telescope, and every little chip and ding and flea bite and scratch gone off of it and polished up so you can view it like some bling bling piece of candy you're never going to be able to eat? So this is where we're going to talk about it, guys. And I understand why people do it. You see how beautiful these two are, and they're both polished up. They're pretty much worthless because they're not original marbles. This one is. This one's never been polished. And here you guys actually get to check out panel marks and what it would look like. There we go. If it wasn't polished. So you guys see that? Somebody out there is shining up marbles. And yesterday, I just got infuriated. I drove through a winter storm with the pops and my mom and my wife, and we went to the antique shop, probably, I don't know, a good hour or so from the house. And I was able to get a few neat marbles out of this guy's case, and I really thought he was an awesome dealer. And a few episodes back, guys, I picked up these sparklers here, and I said, oh my God, what has the world came to? People are shining up and polishing machine-made marbles. So these were the first two marbles that I got from this dealer's, oh goodness, that was bad. Knocked one off here. Anyways, from this dealer's case, these were the first two shined up, polished acro agate sparklers. Guys, machine-made marbles are usually perfectly round in precision. That's why the machine-made marbles took over in the world. They could mass produce them, and they rolled straight. That's where, as straight as a crow. The Acro logo here. So Acro never would have put out a marble like this. Here you can see some of the chips that are left. The guy didn't polish it down enough. But there's a dealer that his whole case, I grabbed acro agates and shooters. They were nice size. These are not shined up, guys. You can see they're nice and round. There's no big flat spots on them. This one's got a little ding on it, but it's still a beautiful marble. I would never send that out to get that little ding boofed off there and put a big flat spot on the side of the marble. What's wrong with people? So anyways, my whole beef is this dealer is selling these marbles at the absolute premium price or above. And to me, if you're going to shine up all these marbles and make them look that good and you have that much skill with glass to be able to do that, listed on the frickin' sales tag that it's polished, restored marble. Don't try to sell these polished marbles to people at the antique store for a top premium price in an antique mall and misrepresenting the hobby. Like, I don't know. Is you guys let me know here because I want to know. Is it the buyer's responsibility that's getting into the hobby when they see a premium price tag on a shooter or a rare small sparkler? Are they supposed to know to be able to look at it and tell if somebody polished it or not? I don't know, guys. That's just my opinion on it. So I thought I'd love to hear your opinion on it. And here, I'm going to give you a few examples. And this is something I usually always stay away from on my channel is sulfides because I think it's a snake oil area, you know, because those people that dump these in the ocean to get them all roughed and cloudy and let the sunshine do its thing. And I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, but there's a ton of fraudulent sulfides out there. I'll get into here and I'll show you guys. My marbles are rolling away. I lost a couple of them out of here. These are all unpolished, guys, and nice, good marbles. And we'll go to the exception here. I hid this guy in here. So, back to the sulfides. Here's one shined up. Look, they almost blew the butt of the rabbit out the marble. So, talk about craziness. I think that's a rabbit. It's got a little air pocket trapped around it. But here's a polished up sulfide. Look what they did to it. So I'm going to ask you, would you guys rather have it in its full glory to know that there could still remain the DNA of the person that played with that thing on the exterior of that marble and the history of it with a few chips and whatnot in it? See, it's a little cloudier. You really can't see the animal. It's got a big chip in it over here. I think that's a sitting squirrel. I really do, guys. But I'm not a sulfide guy. I don't know for certain if that's a sitting squirrel. Somebody else said it looked like a dog begging for treats. I said, you're crazy. There ain't no dog. But anyways, here's the difference in a polished, shined up. You know, so what do you think about that? What's your thoughts? Get down there in the comment section. This is you guys' chance. I'm no marble expert. I'm just putting news out there about marbles, guys. I feel any information we can get to. Check this one out. I got this one, and I bought this as a child, right? And I paid a lot of money for it. And the old man told me it was an error and it was rare because look how nice and shiny it was. And he might not have known any difference. He said they didn't get the color on it all the way when they made it. And you can see through it. Isn't that neat? And I bought it thinking it was some error marble. This was, I don't know, I was maybe 10 or 12 years old. So it was a long, long time ago. And later on in life, I just kept looking at it. And like as a child to spend that type of money on a marble and then find out it's polished up and really has no value. I got so mad I threw it on the ground. Now it's got a big chip out of it. And where's it at? I'll find it here somewhere. So somebody polished it up and I put some history back on it. Right there it is. I'll turn it sideways so you can see what a big, there you go. You guys see that right over those red and blue dots? So I lost it and smashed that one. So whoever shined it up real good, guess what? I put some history right back on it for you. I've talked about this one several times on my channel. So I thought I would go through these with you guys. Boom, polished, blowed through the core of it, blowed half the stripes off the top of it. The chips were so bad they just couldn't get it out, or they, you know, got drunk and forgot their machine was running. And maybe they were crunk. I don't know. But I think they forgot their marble machine was running. And, oh, shoot, Bob, we blew half the stripes off of it. Well, he's a cheapskate and didn't want to pay us that much to polish it anyway. So we're just going to send it to him. That's all right. So, hey, guys, check this one out. This one's OG. No polishing. Got the chips. Here's another one. No polishing. It's got all the chips. Look at that. And see, this is why this is cool. This one has been buffed. The panels have been buffed on this one. But this is an original marble. It hasn't been polished. So this is, if you read in some of the German handmade books, at the end of them doing this, diamond tools were coming into existence and they were able to start buffing glass. So don't think when you get a super fancy Lutz or a nice, really big German handmade and you look at the panel marks and they look like they're all shined up, they might have been from the factory, because check this one out. This one here, I believe, is original and untouched. I don't believe anybody's polished on this one. So let me know your opinions on that one, because that's been a I'm almost certain there's some marble makers out there that have dabbled with this stuff that could look at this thing and say, yeah, for certain. But I think that's still all the as-made marks on it. So, at the 10-minute mark, guys, let me know if that's unmolested or not. What's your opinions on that beautiful thing? So I believe that one's unmolested. I'm very happy to have that one. So anyways, guys, I'm just going to throw it out there, and I lost it yesterday because I picked up, I'll just tell you right off the bat, the guy had shooter like this size right here, common 2-color, big shooter in the bag, wanted $40 for it, polished up. I couldn't believe it. So I was like, what? These are all good original marbles, unpolished. So, but anyways, guys, if you see that rare marble out there in today's world, even if it is a machine made, stay on point, head on a swivel, and let me know your opinions on that shined up stuff, guys, because I brought it up in the past, but there's no videos on it, so we're going to stir the turd on it, and here's your chance to voice your opinion. No hate either direction. I'd love to hear it. Later.